Well, I'll tell you, today's a beautiful day. I think it's at 70 degrees already. So yesterday's video, we had a flat tire. That tire, it held pressure, so we're in good shape there. And we got the 2 leaf blowers done. Both of them were just a service. They're on the back of the truck there. So a service, tune up is what he called it, but all I do is replace the air filter, the fuel lines, priming bulb, and the spark plug. And the, did I say air filter? And so pretty easy money. And probably only took a couple hours to get it done. Both of them. And I don't think I showed you this, but I also got a pole saw. Same thing. He wants it serviced. And he wants a new oil cap, or he wants that oil cap to stop leaking. What happens with these is they get sawdust underneath the cap, and it takes that gasket or that O-ring and chews it up. So got to keep that clean. So as you know, I've been talking a lot about YouTube, about this channel, and I got to thinking about some stuff about YouTube and how it works, and I started asking AI some questions based on my theory, and it turned out I was right. So I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, it was pretty easy to get 1 trending video a year. So, you know, that was always pretty significant. You always kind of relied on that 1 video per year to help grow your channel. But that doesn't happen anymore. As a matter of fact, I mean, you look at all the big channels and their views have dropped significantly over the last couple of years, since probably 2024 roughly. And you just can't get anywhere, and everybody's revenue is dropping. I mean, a lot, not just like a little bit. It's dropping a lot, and it really is forcing those old-time YouTube channels to do other things, make other, you know, income. And I know there's people out there who think, oh, you should never have to make a YouTube video to make income. That's just crazy. Go get a job, get a real job. Well, that's fine. I mean, if you want to criticize YouTuber because he took advantage of a system that makes money and is a business, I mean, it's a 1099. You still got to pay taxes, and you actually end up paying more taxes than you would if you were in a regular job, because you have to pay 15% of Social Security, whereas everybody else only pays 7.5%. So I don't know, it feels like a job. There's a lot of work to it, a lot of studying. It's not just simply uploading the video. I mean, you've got to beat that algorithm every time. And then you have to go through these periods where there's a real struggle. And this has been a very long struggle. I mean, I remember there was a struggle I had a while back, and it lasted maybe 1.5 years, and then another video picked up finally. But there is just no point anymore in running a vlog style YouTube channel. They're not doing anything. So I got thinking about this. What's going on? Well, TikTok, excuse me, what am I talking about? YouTube Shorts. YouTube said they are limiting the number of long form content on the browser homepage. So when you open up YouTube, you see all these videos and you select one. Well, it used to be the majority of those videos were long form videos. But as of the last year, they started putting short videos there. So there's a ton more short videos on the homepage than any other video, live feeds or long form. So they're focused on short form videos. Okay, well, that's fine, that makes sense. Well, here's the thing. Well, first of all, YouTube was in absolute dire straits when it came to profitability for years. Google was supporting them and always complaining about how much they always lost money. Well, they're not losing money anymore. And the reason is because short videos. When they started pushing short videos, they upped the criteria for monetization pretty high. Now, for long form videos, you can get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and you can get monetized. But with short form, you got to have 1 million subscribers and 10 million views in 90 days. It's near impossible to get. And in most cases, it's not possible to get. So those people who are making short videos, which is 30% of the people who are making them, are not getting paid anything. That means all the ad revenue goes straight to YouTube. They're making all that money. And they do the same thing for long form videos, but it's not near as bad. I mean, you can get monetized with long form videos, but it's almost impossible with short form. So this is where their bread and butter comes in at. And then they push vloggers off. So the browse feed is basically a short form video nobody's getting paid to do except YouTube. And their profitability has went through the roof. So I asked the question, well, doesn't that mean that there's not going to be anybody to ever replace Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast is the highest paid YouTuber. He's got the most subscribers. I mean, he is just a mountain of a channel. I don't watch him. I've watched a couple of videos when I first got on, you know, when I first, like 2015, when I started watching videos, I saw a couple of his. And I think his first video was, I don't know, 15 years ago, whatever it was. He was a teenager, young kid, and he counted to like 1 million on YouTube. And that was his big hit. That was his breakthrough moment. See how easy it was back then? You just get on YouTube and you do something dumb and you became... Well, now he's like a billionaire. He owns banks and, I mean, he's everywhere. Soft drinks and I don't know what all he does. And I'm not that worried about it. My point is he found a way to make a lot of money. The problem with Mr. Beast and YouTube is YouTube has no way to control him. If he decides to do something, he can do it, and YouTube can't say, nah, we don't want you doing that. Because if he gets off YouTube, they instantly fail. YouTube would just fail. So they have to patronize him. So their goal is to make money off small creators who are not getting paid or getting paid very little. And that's another thing about short videos is long form, I think you make, YouTube takes like 40%, but with short videos, they take 50%. And then you got to share that revenue, that 50%, with 3 other channels, because as you know, every 3 videos you go through, you'll get into an ad. Well, that ad has to pay for those 3 content creators. So you just don't make hardly anything. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe if you get 1,000 views, you probably make a penny. I mean, it's very little. But on long form, you can make up to $12 per 1,000 views. So it's a lot higher. So what's the goal of YouTube? And so I was asking YouTube, you know, they're going to push this channel off. There's just no hope for this channel. It's not going to grow. They're not pushing the videos. Even the big YouTubers, they're not pushing anymore. Well, the goal is to minimize YouTube's long form content just to tech channels. And that makes sense. So like my lawnmower repair channel, they want that because the revenue is very high. People, the advertisers want to sell a snapper lawnmower. So they're willing to pay a good price for that ad in that niche, the lawnmower repair niche. So they want that. They want the skilled technicians, the plumbers, the carpenters. They want the lawn care companies, the gardeners. Things that advertisers are going to spend money on. That's what they want. So if you're going to come into YouTube to make a blog or a vlog, it's unlikely that you're going to grow. Because first of all, they're not going to push it in the homepage, the browser page. They're not going to push those videos. Where tech channels will become a searchable video. If I work on a 19 horsepower Briggs & Stratton carburetor, that's an evergreen video that's going to be up forever, and it's always going to get views, and it's always going to get ad revenue. Always. For YouTube. I'm not talking about the creator, although the creator will make money. So that clears up the homepage. That puts all the long form video into search back to where it used to be way back when. And then it puts shorts into YouTube's profitability pocket. And it makes complete sense. I mean, it's a very smart business decision. The problem is they're getting ready to kick out a lot of faithful creators. Now, if you cannot make it on short videos, they don't want you. So that 30% I was telling you that get paid nothing, they really don't want those guys. What they want is for you to develop your fan base over on TikTok. They want you to get 1,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok. They want you to get all your views, and then they are going to try to con you into coming over to YouTube for a higher paycheck. And they do pay higher than TikTok. They don't pay as fast. TikTok will pay you like if you get 100,000 views. I mean, it's pretty low bar. They start paying right away. So go over there, get your footing, get started over there, become famous over there, and then we'll pay you more to come over here. So then they're paying more to come over here. Now you got the big stars. You shut down TikTok. You got your tech videos, and then you're making tons of money, and they're doing it. It has been a very successful game plan for them. The problem is these old time YouTubers, if they don't adjust, they will lose. So by luck, I adjusted. Instead of just quitting or keeping the faith that this channel would take off, by luck, I decided, no, I'm going to start a second YouTube channel. 2 years ago, well, a year ago, January, I started the other channel. And this month alone, I can see the views starting to creep up, and with AI helping out. YouTube even has AI now that helps out. It's not near as good as Gemini. I mean, it's dumb as a rock, but it does have AI to help. And the nice thing about YouTube AI is it can actually look at your analytics and say, okay, this is where you were last year, this is where you are this year. Then you take that information and go over to Gemini and actually come up with a game plan. So, because YouTube's AI just hasn't got enough knowledge yet on how to help a person. So, I'm using Gemini to grow that channel, and it has been a massive help. Writing titles, helping with thumbnails, coming up with ideas, being able to discuss whether doing live feeds is a good idea or not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start doing live feeds again. I didn't know that you could edit live feeds in the YouTube studio, all the boring parts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit out all the boring parts on live feed. So I'll do a live feed, say it's an hour long, but there's only 10 minutes of good information in there. All the other stuff is just, hi, how you doing? You know, that kind of stuff, the bantering. And then you can edit that 10 minutes, make the video of that 10 minutes, and that's what goes out to the public. Even though it's a live feed, it still goes out to the public, kind of like a video format. So that was a big help. I learned how to do that in AI, and I made a video or a live feed back in July, and there was a troll that came in, beat me up, and I put the live feed in private. Well, I didn't get the watch time for that, but I want the watch time to keep me above the 4,000 watch hour requirement. So when I learned that I could edit it, I edited it down to 5 minutes. It was a 28-minute live feed. I edited it down to 5 minutes. I posted it, and it really did well. It got 400 some odd views in a couple of days. That was fantastic. I know it's not a lot, but it's still a small channel. So it got some subscribers. So that's great. So I'm going to do one on Thursday. And right now I'm trying to figure out the frequency. It's not going to be every week. Depends on how many hours I need and what the subject matter is. And if I have a good idea, I'm definitely going to try to do one once a month. I think that's for certain. I might do twice a month. We'll just see how it goes, how the watch hours go. I don't want to overwork this channel. I don't want to bog it down with a bunch of messiness. I want to keep it pretty clean. So anyway, that's what's going on with YouTube. All your favorite YouTubers that you've been around with for the last 15 years, they're dying out, and YouTube's forcing them out. So if you'll click this up next box to take the video over to my other channel, I really appreciate it. Go check it out. So if I can inspire you to keep at it, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.